How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, the founder of the Hard Gainer Academy. Over here, we make gains in fitness and choose stocks to get your portfolio in shape. So you know how we get started? Let's do the joke of the day. All right. So how does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots. I know you guys like that one. So what I'm going to be talking about, you guys already see I got the shirt on. We had a red day today. We had a nice correction. So what does that mean? We were able to pick up some stocks that we actually believe in today, right? So a few of those stocks I'm going to be mentioning, and you know what? A couple of them I actually mentioned yesterday, and to make sure you buy it just in case it dips. So one of those stocks was NNDM. NNDM got down into the $13 range. If you were thinking about buying shares of NNDM, today was your day. Today was your day. That was one of the lows as far as for NMDM in that $13 range, and then it just started trading into the 14s. And also, that just reminds me, let me just throw out the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. And the next stock that we talked about, which I was saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep it on my watch list. I'm going to keep an eye on it, is BNGO. Bingo. So what happened with BNGO? BNGO got down into the $9 range. She hit the $9 range, and you know it was a great place for her to be in because she didn't even spend that much time there. Maybe like about 5 minutes or so, but she bounced right back up. So anyone who was interested, that was a deal to get because again, she recovered very, very quickly. So if you're interested in getting anything in BNGO, then you should have got it on that dip in the $9. Hey, tomorrow's Friday. That opportunity might come up again. But if it didn't, hey, you missed out. But if you want to get it in the 10s, by all means, you could do that. But just make sure that it's a company that you actually believe in. All right? Now, for the next one, Apple. Apple. One thing that I like about Apple is one of the most reliable stocks out there. It's been around for a while. And then on top of that, they blew their earnings out of the water. All right, so when I was looking at Apple today, when I saw it get down into the 130 range, I'm like, this is good. When I looked at it, I think it was near to close to the ending of the day. It was around 138. So here's what I want you to understand and what I want you to know. When it comes to these particular type of stocks, you want to add a little bit of them to your portfolio. All right, you don't need to buy a ton because again, today is Thursday. We don't know what's going to happen on Friday. She might still have some more room to go down. We're not too sure, but again, she's still at a great buying price right now. So if you wanted to buy a few today, I'm telling you, this was the day to buy her. And then with these particular type of stocks, you want to keep them in your portfolio, right? You want to keep them going forward because I guarantee sometime next year, she's going to be worth a lot more than she was actually today. Like I said, she blew her earnings out of the water. She had great numbers, but hey, the market that we're in right now, we're going through a correction. There's a lot of things going on with some other stocks that I'm about to mention. So hey, we just got to take advantage of this opportunity of getting Apple at a steal. So now let's talk about GameStop, right? And AMC. So a lot of brokers literally restricted, right? Restricted traders to say, hey, you know what? No, you can't trade this equity. If you already have a position, then you could sell it, but you can't purchase more shares and so forth. And I feel that's one of the biggest signs of market manipulation I've ever seen. People are generally buying GameStop, and now you're saying, well, you know what, you can't buy, you only can sell. I'm really, really hoping out of this entire situation that it gets rectified, it gets looked at, because again, the hedge funds and all of the big financial firms and institutions that are trading on the market, again, they're able to get away with a lot of things, and a lot of things that are just not right and damaging certain companies through short selling. So I'm just hoping we can get this whole thing sorted out so we can actually have a level playing field. But who am I kidding here? Because at the end of the day, we already know the market makers have the control. But one thing I got to say is, wow, in regards to after hours, AMC picked up a little bit and GameStop picked up a little bit. GameStop actually ended up hitting the 100 range, which is actually pretty crazy, like earlier today. Now, the last time I seen in after hours, she was getting just under 300, around the 290s area. So she is recovering. So hey, this whole thing and this whole rally behind GameStop, let's see if it actually ends up continuing tomorrow, all right? And as far as AMC, the same thing. I was not expecting AMC to pop like that. Like, I knew there was a lot of rallying behind it, but when I saw when it got close to the end of the market, so around market hours, like just before 4, I think it got down to the $8 range, and then I saw in after hours, it got up into the $13 range. So like I said before, if you're going to be playing either of these stocks, make sure that you're being extremely careful here. Right? Because I know some of you are going to go out and be like, hey, you know what? I want to trade these anyways. Just make sure you're strategic about it. If you know you're not going to be able to be watching these stocks throughout the day and so forth, I personally would not touch them because, again, just as fast as they go up, it's just as fast as they go down. And I'm going to actually tell you about the play that I actually did today. It was very, very light. So it was SNDL, Sundial Growers. So I ended up pretty much putting a position in the pre-market, and then as soon as when I made about 20%, I got out of the trade. All right, so usually those are the targets that I usually go for. Ironically, I could have potentially gotten up to 35%, but hey, I'm good with 35% return on that trade. And in regards to the conditions and what we're going through in the market, to give you guys a reminder, is do not panic. Do not panic. This is a time where you look at the companies that you're most interested in or the ones that you always wanted to invest in and start picking them up. All right? Start picking them up right now because I guarantee things are going to go back to normal. Stocks are going to run again. You don't want to be buying when they're in their highs or when they're running up. You want to buy them in opportunities like these. So tomorrow, if it's red, like my t-shirt, just make sure that you take a look at some of those stocks that you want to look at. Also, I want to give you guys an update as well. Coming this Sunday, I'm actually going to be doing a watch list and some stocks to actually look at. The reason why I'm doing this because you know what? There's a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of people talking about, hey, you need to put your money here and put your money there. If you were listening to all of that advice, you probably wouldn't have any more money left, right? So I'm going to give you some stocks, right? It's going to be a good combination of some growth stocks and also some reliable stocks that you can actually be holding from now and for the next 10 years and be able to get some really, really great returns. All right. Hope you guys found this video. I hope you guys enjoyed what we saw in the market today. Again, red days are good days, and I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.